First of all, I want to say a huge thank you. Because of you guys, my channel has surpassed all of my expectations. It's gained 8,000 subscribers in roughly a year. And secondly, thank you for bearing with me because I know I haven't been able to dedicate a lot of time recently to getting more videos out. There's basically been a snowball effect of things that has significantly reduced my time. So thank you for bearing with me. So first of all, we have a new addition to our family. So a couple of years ago, we lost our beautiful lab. And about a year ago, we lost our Dachshund. And we eventually took the step to fill a very large void in our lives by getting another pup. And a lot of time is going into him to get him trained and socialized properly. Secondly, I doubled the size of my studio, so I'm now able to do my screen recording whilst being in operating distance of my laser. Unfortunately, that led to other issues where my compressor was so noisy that it was rendering my audio useless, so I then had to find a new home for that. To then find out that there was a really bad echo in my studio, and that's the reason why there's all of this acoustic paneling around me. And lastly, I've just been really busy. November and December seem to be the busiest time for me every year, as they probably are for you. Because you watch my videos, you probably have a laser business or you're a laser hobbyist, and you'll probably find yourself that you always seem to be in a manic rush in and around Christmas. It's the Christmas rush at the end of the day. And for those of you that don't know, I do have a full-time job, so I am employed as well as being self-employed, so I still do on-site work occasionally. I have this YouTube channel, I have a digital file store and a physical store that I also need to tend to. But I do have a plan for this year. My aim is to get through a lot more of the basic tutorials first, so when I move on to more complex tutorials, I'll be able to direct anybody that has any questions to an appropriate video, and that way it can save me some time in explaining things in detail in the comments or on social media. Once the basic bits are done, I can then concentrate on more of the complex builds, like this Fat Man Nuke here. So hopefully it will show more of my creative side. I'm actually going to make this into a PC case because I've been having issues with my computer. I thought it'd be a really cool idea to make a video on how I made a PC case in the shape of a nuclear bomb. This is actually going to be double the size, and it's going to have the fin on the bottom with a hatch in, so I can make all the components accessible. So I thought that would be really cool. Like I said, once the basic bits are done, I would like to concentrate on more of the complex builds. So alongside the fun bits, I really want to concentrate on the product side. So I want to show what sells really well for me and what seems to sell well for others. I am a huge analytic guy. I like to see what others in the same industry are having success with. I like using tools like Everbee and Allure, so I can then make something similar and see how that product sells in my area. So that way I can share this information with you so you can do the same and see whether or not these products sell well for you in your area. I would like to start incorporating some woodworking into my videos. In my opinion, a laser engraver has been an invaluable tool in my workshop. So just a bit of background information. I did my apprenticeship in carpentry and joinery as soon as I left school. I then became a historical building specialist, working on churches, cathedrals, stately homes. Then I went to being self-employed, building extensions, barn conversions, log cabins, and joining the Guild of Master Craftsmen, to having our own business with my best mate and business partner. We still had our carpentry and joinery business, and we got into mass production in the hospitality sector. This is when I learned how to design in CAD and operate CNC machines, to pretty much losing everything and having to start all over again. I would like to start incorporating some woodworking into my videos. In my opinion, a laser engraver has been an invaluable tool in my workshop. So what do you think of my plan for the future of my channel? I would love to hear your feedback, so if you can leave me a message in the comment section below, that would be very much appreciated. When it comes to the comment section, look, I don't mind negative comments. If you are going to leave a negative comment, at least leave something constructive. I am referring to a comment that was left on a previous video, saying something like, don't use offset fill. Yes, it saves time, but your engravings will look horrible. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Ignore this guy, he knows nothing. There's just nothing constructive in that comment. So if you're going to leave a comment on any of my videos, just make sure that if it is negative, I don't mind, just try and make it constructive so somebody can take something useful out of it. Like, I'm not hating on this person, but it is fairly basic stuff. Yes, offset fill can be a pain to get right, but it can save time. That's the whole point of that video. Would I use it on all engravings? No. It's just a tool to use if there's a lot of space in between engravings, like on picture frames, which is in the video. So I just want to bring your attention to this engraving and tell me which of these offset fill has been used on. If you said either the top or bottom engraving or both, you would be correct. But the difference in the top and middle engraving are insignificant in my opinion. The middle one is the one that has been engraved using normal fill. And the only difference between the top offset fill and the bottom offset fill is the line interval. Does it look as good as normal fill? Probably not, but does it look usable to you? Would a customer be happy with that result? These are the questions that I can't answer because they are a personal preference. If you can only get the results of the bottom offset fill, just use normal fill until you get your settings dialed in for offset fill. If you have any thoughts on what videos I should concentrate on, please leave me a message in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, and if you find yourself coming back on the regular, please consider subscribing. Thank you, and I shall see you in the next one.